Good day, good day, good day, good day. I'm back. I'm just not sure if I know what's about to happen. Like, I'm not sure if I even have any type of inkling of what's about to actually go on. I'm talking about the presidency. I'm not sure, man. On one hand, I feel like this. On the other hand, I feel like this. I really don't talk politics like that too much to anyone, really. I do bring up certain things, in my household, but other than that, I really don't even talk politics. It is so interesting. It's very interesting. A stage play, of course, is like, and it's sad to say, and it's sad to even think what I'm about to say, but like, let's be for real and really think about it real quick, right? By the time that black people step in the door or are aware that there is a door to step into, things have already crumbled or are on the verge of going to. When they start opening the doors and letting in, it's because it's about to be a change in the dynamic. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm very interested. They talk about these writers. What is that noise? Is this a bird? It's like right there. Anyway, when there's, oh wow, distractions, girl. When it's like I said, the time where we start to be able to get in doors and places and spaces, it's almost like it's too late and things are crashing. Again, stage play. So when you look at things like The Simpsons and you look at TV shows where they are like predicting certain things or having certain things that are very close to the reality, just how they say that our journey on Earth was has a prescript, a script, so to speak, and there's a lot of different outcomes and revisions and so forth and so on. I feel like this is no different, you know what I mean? And I really don't believe that it's just a coincidence that certain things have come to pass. Because even if it is, let's say, a coincidence, so just to use that word, in the end, wouldn't that also be written? You get what I mean? Wouldn't that also be written, like premeditated to a certain degree? Because once you say certain things and it's repeated so much and emotions and things go into it, it can come to pass, you know? Like you can talk yourself into being very down sick, you know? Just as much as you can speak life over yourself and come out of sickness. For some people that would not agree with me, just because one, they may have tried it to a certain extent, and that's a whole other conversation. It has more context to it, so if you hear me say that, don't take it lightly, because it does take unshakable faith, and it does take you actually believing, and not even just believing, knowing that you are healed and not still dwelling on it, and also not being around people who continue to bring up that, people who are also understanding of the journey and they got that same amount of gut-wrenching faith as well. And things can pull through, right? And then sometimes it just is the time. It just is what it is. So, of course, everything, at least how I see it, everything has two sides to it, so don't get up in arms. But anyway, I don't know how this is going to turn out, man. I've been watching different clips. I've been watching different videos, and it's just... it's just a lot, because you got one party, and we already know, man, it's just like two sides of the same coin. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just the same thing. But it's interesting, though, from the point of us going from the dynamic that we were in to the dynamic that we are in now. And such a short time, you know, in a very short time. And now this is between history, making history, and making history. Because Trump is making history, Kamala is making history. On either side, it would be history. You know what I mean? Like with him, with all, with everything he got going on, his list of issues, and then her, what she has going on, her race, and her gender, and her list of issues. Like, woo. So that's from that aspect. Now the other side of that is the people, the supporters, the people who support these people. How does that turn out? You know, you've already heard this side saying, well, you know, we're going to go into it like this if we don't get what we want. And then you got the other side that's just like, they're like, what's new? You know, they're like, okay, what's new? So it's, oh, it's crazy. Also, I've seen a short clip of Carlos Miller talking on Real Streets, whatever it is. He was talking on there, the same one that Jag be on. So he was talking about just the games, man, the games. Again, a stage play, you know, a show. It's just talking about that, man, and just how everything is structured and planned out, right, and thought about it. They have meetings constantly. Like, I just talk about that, bro. If you have a group of people that are responsible for your livelihood in the place that you eat, sleep, breathe, and pay bills, and you have a group of people who make the rules for what you do and cannot do, they're always having meetings. It's a lot to be discussing, and it's a lot to be planning and plotting about, right? And they are humans, right? Well, they are beings. They live here along with us, and they go through different emotions, and they are breeded and bred differently already, cut from a different cloth right off the bat. So you just have to know you're dealing with a mixture of people cut from different cloths trying to be on one decent accord. It's not always going to turn out the best, right? You have your family, and they don't always turn out the best. And y'all, like, this whole time, my mic has not even been on. That's tragic. Let me stop this. Hold on. That's tragic because I'm just wasting time. But yeah, you have family members, man, and y'all ain't even cut from the same cloth. Y'all don't really think the same. Y'all don't really move the same. Like, it's just not the same. Like, y'all just, you know, it's like it just will never be that. And that's how it is with the people who run the world, right? That's why, another reason why I feel like, yeah, we as people can go vote, right? And I'm not telling anybody what to do, but like what I mean is, like, we can go and vote. But as you know, when it comes to the popular vote, we can say we like whoever we desire that we like, you know. But at the end of the day, we have to trust that the people who vote on our behalves are going to do what we say we want done, right? Okay, we've seen that not to be true a multitude of times. So at this point, it's really just like watching and looking to see who the people who represent us, how they're moving, you know. And then they, you know, talk that you vote for what's going on in the state, in the city that you are in. But boy, I'm just thinking, man, I'm just thinking. And my thought process is just like looking at policies for policies, right? That's the whole argument. And so forth and so on. But like, I really, and it may be, maybe I need to do some research there to look up what I'm thinking, because it may be something like this out already. I'm gonna check into it. But I'm just saying, thinking, man, about what these people really bring to the table in general, and how that is honestly going to change and affect us as people. And then also, you know, they play the game, right? On the Democratic side, they play the game of cheesy, smiles, we cool and everything up front, and then once they get in, it's like, alright, you know. But at the same time, work gotta be done then, you know. So maybe they putting their head down and getting the work done, you know. Maybe so. But it's not just them. When they talk about the Supreme Court, we're talking about Congress. Like, girl, looking at them, man, looking at Congress, but I'm just like, what is going on? This, who voted these people in again? But it take me back to my past. You know, when you grow up in families, either y'all don't have any type of political view at all, like, when I mean at all, like, y'all don't really care about politics, nobody really talk about it. It's not really a thing. It don't even really matter, you know. And then you have the families where everybody is everything, you know. You have, meaning a mixture, and you have some families where this party is a big part of the family. And for me, that's what it was. Now, I really believe, and like I said, I don't really talk politics because my uncles, you know, I'm pretty sure you can talk to them, but it kind of, I think it has a cap, you know. When you're a woman having conversations with men, especially men at certain ages, the conversation has a certain limit and a certain cap on it. With certain men, they're not trying to talk to you. You feel me? So that's the vibe that I have gotten from my uncles. Like, they kind of look at you crazy if you in there, you know, when they talking. So, and then the women, we definitely not gonna be talking about, you know, like they'll talk about certain things, but then they kind of, the conversation's gonna be changed to something else. So yeah, but honey, so long story short, it's never a real conversation about not in depth, like really having a family discussion about like what is this party, what is it doing for us, instead of you just telling me to vote Democrat just because I'm black, and just because my family black, and because you feel like that's the best party, right? I'm not saying it is or is not. I'm just saying in general, like that's the thing. So you got me just doing it because I'm black, and I don't know. You know, I'm 18. You being able to vote, but you don't know. Like, you don't know who's who, and then half the time they only tell you who to vote for as president, and they don't tell you about the people who are in the state that you're in, and who to vote for there, or just no type of information, man, when it really comes to that. And in school, I didn't really learn about politics for real. I never liked history class because it just always seemed like BS. I'm just like, man, why do I keep learning about a bunch of white men? Let's be real. And then the only time I hear about black men is one time, black men and women. You only heard about black white men in general. And then February come around and you hear about black women and black men. So white men all year round, black women, black women, black men, February. So yeah, man, it wasn't no time to learn. And then again, your family they don't even talk about the history. Like, they don't even talk about the history right now. You know, the right now. I own family history, 4-5 months ago, 3 years ago. Like, they don't talk about any of that kind of stuff really. Sometimes you ask them questions and you might get an answer about some things, or you would think that sometimes it's just bring it up, right? But anyway, man, it's never really been a conversation. It's never really been a thing. So you get older and you figure out what's to this thing that we're in, because it's so much to it. It's so much to it. There's so much to it. Unnecessarily, to a degree. Like, I feel like the world needs structure. Like, I just feel like naturally we do. Like, it just is what it is, because people ain't gonna do right, chaos everywhere. And I don't even know what the video was about initially. I think it was about programming, and I was watching a video and he did a model of like about how I think it's the way people think, like psychology, and what the effect has on your kids, right? How likely they are to, just as an example, he used moving to a different state, right? From the home state to one particular state, or moving to another state. And so it was just, he was doing a simulation on that. And he did one simulation about the kill part, or unaliving part of how many people, they came from families, how many of them would be, and so the study was just interesting. Like, at first, when he had certain genes, that's what it was. He was using different genes in connection with this to come up with the different variations of how they would be able to respond, because they took one gene, because they stated as a child, girl, I hope y'all following, as a kid you have one different gene, if I'm not mistaken. My memory, I'm connecting dots. One gene that's different from all the other genes that came from your parents, right? Okay, cool. And that one gene can make up different things within you, which make you different from your parents. So that's what he was using, and so it was different variations, different outcomes, and he kind of got everybody, I think, on one accord on one thing, and it was a turnaround. So everybody was not just knocking everybody off. They actually, made better decisions because of the different paths that they had. That's what made the difference. So anyway, yeah, it's just interesting because that right there is the thing. Unless it's a different journey, a different route, a different avenue, baby, people gonna just do what they was naturally born to do. If you a survivor, you're gonna do what you gotta do to survive. So if there's no structure in this world, some limits, some bounds, some restrictions, then yeah, it would be a bit chaotic. Not everybody naturally has the heart to be a better individual or even understand that there is a better, So yeah, girl, lengthy, but I told you I'll be watching all kind of stuff. I told you I'll be watching all different kind of things, man. But again, it always all tie into life, right? Everything ties into everything. It makes everything make sense in one way or another. Girl, so yeah, its structure is needed, but the way and how out of hand this has gotten, how much other play has gone into this, it definitely has changed the dynamics of that. And I don't know if we that close no more. Well, I know that we not that close anymore to the real basic structure. Because see, the laws of the universe are like simple, but simple to me. You feel me? Some people feel like it's hard to be a kind individual, so it's not simple to them, right? Some people feel like they just want to have freedom, and some people equate freedom to being able to be chaotic, toxic, and temperamental, I guess you would just say, girl. So hey, everybody came here with a different agenda, and along the way you can see the signs and pick up on a different path. Some people already got their ticket. It was one way when they came. Like ain't no switching up. Like they got a one-way ticket, and they could be taken in any direction. So yeah. But again, I'm not sure how this one may turn out. I don't know how I feel about it or everything, but that was just my little quick take on what's been going on, because I'm about to be out here enjoying myself and just having a good time while I'm living and able to go and have a good time. Not to say, yeah, but just in general, like just being more grateful in every moment. Yeah, and just being grateful that I'm able to be in every moment, any moment, because we can chase these goals and we can chase all of these things, but boy, at the end of the day, just being able to go outside, breathe, and think on your own to whatever capacity you're able to do so, in contrast to how much you have in your life that's, of course, not allowing you to do that, but to be able to do so and just love on people, man, and get as much love as you can from whatever they're giving you. I ain't saying just take crumbs and bare minimum and settle, but what I mean is simplify it, you know, simplify it, because people out here done lost their mind on their expectations and their desires, and they don't even show up at a 2% in comparison to what they want. So I think we all should just like take a minute and get over ourselves and understand, girl, it's okay. Just calm down, just relax. I know you think you know, should get this, that, and the third, and it may be true. But can you even first appreciate what you have in front of you? That part. But alright, man, I'm about to get out of here. Y'all be easy. Y'all be great, and I just hope that whatever decision is made at the end of all of this come November is one that will benefit all of us, no matter if we all like it or not. But it's something that benefits the majority of us instead of the small percentage of us, you know. And that this turns out to be something great, and great in a way that means that we can flourish, and the people who would like to just buy a little piece of land over here be able to do that. The people who just want to have their house and, you know, have their life, their basic life, their basic lives, you know, that we can do that still, and that we can just stop with the BS, bro. Like, and you know, all right, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be light. Y'all be easy. And I'll be talking to y'all.